Well, here we are again. Fear and loathing in Queens. It's tragic. It's a disaster. It's only the first week of July, but the Mets are Metsing once again. And by now, you've seen the box scores. They lost three straight to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I was there. Sat through a 90-minute rain delay. That was great. And maybe you're only here to watch another Mets fan complain about how bad the Mets are, and that's fair. It was a beautiful stadium. First of all, in Pittsburgh, PNC Park is definitely the best in the league. But I got taunted the entire time as I deserved because I'm an idiot for being a Mets fan.
Yeah,
Mets
I'm gonna
used.
have to agree with you there. Sorry. Yes, you are an idiot for being a Mets
Thank
fan.
you. I appreciate that. The Mets used their $324.8 million payroll, the second highest in the MLB, to come together 4 runs without even facing Paul Skeens, while being swept by the worst scoring team in the National League and a group that is on pace to lose 100 games. And now
I'm just gonna
reports.
add a tidbit there real quick.
Go ahead.
You said on pace to lose 100 games. That's again. I'm
Oh,
gonna add
it's
the again. I'm just want to make sure it's clear that this is consistent for the Pirates.
yeah, it's miserable being a Mets
Continue.
fan, but
There
it's
you go.
definitely yeah, it's miserable being a Mets fan, but it's not nothing like being a Pirates fan. But now reports are coming out that the Mets are going to make some moves shortly to address the areas that are hurting them the most. Here's the report from SI. Insider expects Mets to target center field at the trade deadline. You heard that right.
Yeah, center field. What like? eh,
They're going to go after an
make that
outfielder.
make sense. Make that make sense. I Is that really where you should be spending the limited resources that you have? That I can't believe they're trying to get someone for center. That doesn't make any sense. It should be pitching,
Let me
right? Like,
just yeah,
am I crazy? It should be pitching.
let me just say something obvious. All right. When you give up 30 runs to the lowest scoring team in the National League, who's this outfielder you're looking for that's going to fix that? Does he pitch? Does he
Yeah,
juggle? What are we doing here?
I'll pull up the stat and put it on here. Actually, I'll look for it right now while we're talking. But I'm wondering how many of those runs were just outright home runs. Like, what are we talking here?
Here, I got one for you.
Yeah.
O'Neill Cruz, great player. He ended a 14-game homerless drought and highlighted a 5-run outburst.
Oh my God.
So, 2 home runs in a game. The guy doesn't even want to be on the fucking team anymore. And he's crushing balls into the river over your heads. You've got their pitcher who is without a doubt just a AAA player. Henry Davis went 4 for 4. Brian Reynolds hit his 10th homer of the season. Brian Reynolds is the only good player I named right there.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is a
seeing
disaster.
Fam Cruz.
Let me help you. Is that outfielder you're going to sign going to sit in the section in center field and catch these balls? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean seriously, I understand that the Mets are injury prone, and they have a few injuries right now. I'm pretty sure you'll know better than me, but their pitcher's injured, right?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been. I don't even want to call it an injury bug. It just seems to be a plague with the New York Mets franchise. They just can't keep pitchers healthy.
What's going on with their bullpen then? Like what there's no one else that can step up and like
Yeah,
really handle this? Like did they not plan for injuries? I mean, injuries happen.
yeah. I'll
I
tell you.
just
You asked
yeah.
about the bullpen. I'll tell you what's wrong with the bullpen. They can't pitch. You know, the Mets, a club that owned baseball's best record just a few weeks ago, have lost 13 of their last 16 games, and they're down to 48 and 37. You know, when you have the Phillies under your thumb, you kind of just have to keep pushing. And it seems like it's every year. Sometimes it happens in different ways. Sometimes it's at the beginning, sometimes it's at the end of the season, but it always happens the same way. The wheels fall off, and in a rah rah kind of way, the manager Carlos Mendoza gets thrown out, calling balls and strikes. Listen, it was a terrible call, no doubt about that. But you're getting your lunch eaten in front of you.
Yeah.
Your lunch money is being stolen. They're holding you up. The Pittsburgh Pirates are holding you upside down and shaking the change out of your pockets. And you're arguing about balls and strikes in June.
Yeah. It's not a good look. I guess he had to do something for team morale. Maybe that's the angle he was going for. Like, Maybe if I come out here and do a bit of yelling, the team will kick it into gear.
Well, I don't know what happened. All I know is after Saturday's game, they had a players only meeting before they met with the press, and that didn't seem to help much because on Sunday they got beaten even worse.
Yeah, I'm seeing here we're 12-1.
Yeah, you lost by 9. Was it lost by 8? Then you lost by 9,
Yikes.
and then when you lost, but go Mets, right? Leave a comment down below if you got something to say about it. What are your thoughts? Are the Mets done, or is this just a cold patch? In Pittsburgh, it was a 90-degree day. It's hard to be.
They're done. They're done.
Thanks to our new subscribers. Leave us some love. Talk to you next time.